Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Friday, 22nd August 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. So today we are starting on the seventh day after having gains of 6 days. If you remember last week, we were wondering 6 weeks of downtrend and whether we'll have a seventh week of downtrend. Today we are having 6 days of downtrend, 6 days of uptrend, and that's what bulls should be relieved. And today, should we have the? Can we have a seventh day? Yesterday, the market actually disappointed the bulls because from the highs, the market came down. If you look at it, uh, though it closed, and Nifty and Sensex rose for the sixth session. Nifty closed below 25,100. At one point of time, it had gone to 25,150. People talked of going up to 25,200, but that did not happen. And the significant selling, it almost closed near the low of the day. So yesterday, one can attribute that to settlement considerations. The Nifty weekly settlement was there yesterday. So today we have nothing like that. So today we'll go on a very different path. Though US markets, global markets are down, but we have been trading our own path for the last 6 days. So what are the things yesterday? As I said, markets closed in the green, but advanced declines, for instance, were almost similar. So it is not that that the bulls won. Actually, I think bulls had a bad taste in their mouth at the end of the day because at one point of time they were ruling the roost, and all of a sudden in the last 1 hour they gave up. And Reliance was the major support for Nifty. I was thinking that Reliance may get hurt on the downside because US is targeting Reliance and Nayara Group for the oil which they're importing from Russia and refining it and sending to Europe. They continue, the US administration continues to talk about some billionaires profiting from this deal. So financials underperformed. Actually, yesterday we had pharma doing well. Primarily, I suspect because EU and US have signed a deal where even for pharma, the the tariffs will come down to 15%. If it is so, pharma should be a beneficiary. A lot of Indian pharma routes, they can route it through EU, and we have to see what will happen to India. But by and large, the bugbear for US, EU was the pharma, and pharma is big in Switzerland and other parts of Europe. Sensex rose about 140 points. So yesterday, PG Electroplast, which was down, hammered for the last 1 week, bounced back 4%. I suspect it's a dead cat bounce. Then AB Cap and L&T Finance continue to move higher. NBFCs are going to become the flavor, I suspect. The good NBFCs will get traction. These two are the large NBFCs. BSE and Angel Finance fell down because SEBI mooted a suggestion, which I think is very laudable, where they wanted to move away from weekly settlement to monthly settlement. I think that when it gets done, maybe it will hurt the brokerages, but by and large, it will make a cleaner market, I suspect, because I've been trading in derivatives since 2001, and I know what has happened once the weekly settlement has come. Then you've got the Jane Streets coming, and you've got a lot of volatility, losing money. SEBI itself talks of 93% of derivative traders losing money. So this is, at least it will eliminate some portion of the losses. IDBI Bank's divestment was supposed to be on track, so it shot up about 8%, and Nava moved higher with big volumes, so stock closed at 13% higher. The example of Nava is that, a lot of script-based movements are there and huge movements are there. So we are seeing, I think, selective buying in certain scripts. Ola Electric was hugely sold yesterday. I think there are a lot of rumors floating around saying one major investor who was invested heavily in Zomato at around 44 is again investing here. So I don't know, but I don't know how Ola Electric really will catch the fancy. So yesterday, both FIIs and DIIs bought, so 3,793 crores, but that is primarily, I suspect, because of 26 crores of the promoter sale in Clean Science. If you eliminate that, but still the net effect is positive. But I think FIIs would be net sellers even yesterday. But that is not a cause for concern. So as far as the GST, GOM, that the group of ministers met yesterday for past 2 days, they've been meeting, and they've agreed that you know what the Prime Minister said, they will remove the 12 and 28 slab. So from 18, most of it will go to from 12, whatever 12 and 12 will go to 5, and 28 will come to 18, and then there will be a 40% on luxury goods, which includes cars and sin goods. So this plan will go to the council. The GST council is the major, the decision maker, which will happen around September 15th. And there is a rejig in Nifty 50. So it will get rejigged by September 30th. I think today after market will get announced. So as per Nuvama, Indigo and Max Healthcare are the high conviction additions to the benchmark index, and IndusInd Bank and Hero MotoCorp will go out of the index. Surprisingly, many times after they go out of the index, they perform well, and stocks which come into the index initially don't perform well because of the positioning. So one has to look at it. There will be volatility in those four scripts because the names have been announced as of now, as per Nuvama. Then there was a raid on a Fin influencer, AUGUTS. I've seen his videos. I've always wondered as to who are these people who are coming into such under the spell of these financial influencers who charge extraordinarily high fees, and they know that even if SEBI catches them, they will pay a 10% fine and get away with it. Recently, one big financial influencer who was caught and fined 11 crores by SEBI ended up paying 1 crore, and now he's allowed to trade. So invariably, these guys know the system works that you get caught, okay, for a few days, there will be focus on that gentleman or the organization, and then they pay a fine of about 10% and they are let to go free. I suspect that's what will happen here. So that is news, but non-news as far as I'm concerned. So today there will be another block deal from Apollo Hospital. The promoter is selling, Sunita Reddy is selling up to 1.25% as far as the market rumors go, and that will be about 1,400 crores. So that is discount to 2.3% to the current market practice. So you have casually promoters selling 2,000 crores, 5,000 crores, 10,000 crores, and getting away with it because the market is having enough cash to absorb. So it's a good thing actually, in one way, that the market is quite deep. So talking about tariffs, now again you have this White House trade advisor. Now yesterday, Peter Navarro talking about, he's blaming India for the Ukraine-Russia war. I think they have just lost their senses, I would say. A nonsensical statement where he says that road to peace runs through New Delhi. I don't know where we are into the picture. And he is expecting doubling of tariffs taking place on August 27th. I think the market knows about it. As of now, market is ignoring it. I think it is a good thing in one way because the government of India at least will push reforms, because 50% is big. At least the powers that be will get up and do something. And whenever we have a crisis, we always emerge stronger. So I am very confident that this time also we'll emerge stronger. As usual, we will continue to buy on decline. And so yesterday also we bought Hindustan Lever. We added to our position. We added to our position in ABB. I think ABB in our analysis has been beaten very badly, more than 50% drop. Good company, power sector reforms. So ABB should be one of the beneficiaries. Right now it is out of favor. We like to look at stocks which are out of favor. So we have got into ABB for the next few months at least, if not a few years. So whatever you do, I hope it is successful.